Let me read you this tweet from Bill Gates again. To avoid a climate disaster, we need to eliminate emissions from the ways we create electricity, grow food, make things, move around, and heat and cool our buildings. It won't be easy, but I believe we can do it. Oh, and guess what? He has helpfully produced a book about what it will take. A book printed on dead trees. Wonder if he bought carbon offset somewhere to make himself feel good about this. Here's the thing. Natural gas is way cleaner than coal, but natural gas still causes CO2 emissions, so the left doesn't like it. Nuclear is a great way to go, but the left doesn't like nuclear energy. They run scare scenarios because really what it comes down to is they don't want an advanced technological Western civilization. They don't want it. He wants us, Bill Gates wants us to eliminate emissions from growing food. He is out saying we need to eat synthetic meat. Synthetic meat, because we need to eliminate the cow. I mean, are we going to cull the herds to eliminate their methane production? Apparently so. Apparently that's the strategy, is moving towards synthetic meat. That we need to use electricity to okay, so we need the battery-powered cars, which also cause water pollution and land pollution when you harvest the rare earth minerals, much of which China controls. This is feel-goodism for a Western billionaire. Africans would love to have air conditioners. If everyone in Africa turned on an air conditioner, the left would freak out in this country because of the emissions from the air conditioners. Essentially, what the modern intellectual elite in the West want is for all of us to be back in poverty globally, because to advance, there are things called emissions. There are companies like Apple that have proved to be highly technological by offsetting its usage in ways that a lot of people can't. If you've got $1 trillion, you get to do this. If you don't, well, our government doesn't have the money to make it happen either. Meanwhile, in Texas, which tried to do good by environmentalists, people are going to freeze to death, literally freeze to death. I've got a buddy of mine, it was 35 degrees in his house last night without power. And he's got an insulated house. They were just out of power the whole time. The ideas sound great when you're a billionaire and have the money and you can put a windmill in your backyard. But to try to get people to, we've still got people who are hungry in this country who would crave a steak, crave a piece of chicken, crave ground beef, and you want them to buy more synthetic, expensive meat. You know, the Impossible Burger? You want people to buy the Impossible Burger, which, by the way, there are emissions caused in the creation of it, I would expect. But also, for years now, nutritionists have been telling us that you've got to eat less. In order to be healthy, you need to eat less processed food. And now the solution for the billionaire elite is for you to eat only the most highly processed synthetic meat, instead of just going out and cutting off a piece of a cow.